also smaller than the other. Perhaps this is why they tend to fruit in circles. They do that. That's another fact that I didn't know. A dime has 118 ridges on its edge. The ridges allow the coin to determine if it's real or fake. This was implemented in all coins before the 18th century. The ridges also make it harder to make counterfeit coins. Who counted that? Was that just a thing, or did someone count it? On average, a secretary will use its left hand for 56% of what they type on a keyboard. Its left hand. This is because most of the most common letters in the English language are on the left side of the keyboard. The right side of the keyboard only contains I and N as the most common letters. Oh my god. That is true. I wonder, because I take speeding tests just to see how well I'm like typing, which I'm not good at all, but speaking of that, I have a couple of keyboards coming in, and I think I'm gonna make a keyboard video where I just like type so we can listen to the keyboard sounds. That sounds fun. But yeah, most of the problems that I have are usually with my right hand. I guess it's because I don't click those letters as much, so it tells you on the website like these are the letters that you're like missing, and it's always on this side. And there might be something there in correlation with this fact. The largest pair of eyes in the world belongs to the giant squid. Its eyes are the size of soccer balls and are at least 25 centimeters across. The largest fish eye is only around 9 centimeters, which belongs to the swordfish. Where do the giant squid live? I mean, how deep are they in the ocean? The Pokemon Rhydon was the first to ever be created. Is that true? According to the lead video game designer, Rhydon was the first ever pour some sugar on top of the wound and wrap it with a bandage. The granulates of the sugar crystals will absorb any moisture and the bacteria. Let me do some Googling on that. On a wound. Sugar in its pure form or incorporated into a paste containing an adhesive hydropolymer is a non-toxic treatment for a variety of wounds. Not only does it provide a suitable clean environment for angiogenesis to take place, but it will debride the wound surface and reduce odor. What? Some people are saying that honey appears to be more effective. That's interesting. So, another fun fact about me. When I was younger, this finger right here, it's not, the nail doesn't look quite the same as my other fingers. And that is because when I was getting out of a car, oh my god, if you don't like hearing squishy, squirmy things, skip ahead. I'm gonna do a hand signal like this when we're over with the story. Okay. I think I'll also put a timestamp. Anyway, my finger got stuck in a car door when I was closing it, and I just went whoop, and my nail came off. So it fell. It was just like, I don't know, I guess I ripped it out, which is crazy to me. Anyway, I remember my grandma used to put coffee on top of it because she said that it would stop the bleeding. I don't know how true that was. Honestly, I don't think it was true at all. I just think it's more of like a Hispanic thing. But yeah, it's all good now. It healed, but it never came out the same as my other nails. The story's over. Okay, well that's interesting. I had to look that up because some of those things just seem a little silly to me. Because like, how come people don't know that, you know? X-rays can't detect real diamonds. The reason for this is because the X-ray cannot penetrate or identify the materials in diamond. There are 7 different types of twins. Apart from the well-known identical and fraternal types of twins, there are 5 more. These include half-identical, mirror image, mixed, chromosome, and superfecundation or superfetation. I don't know how to say that word. That's interesting. I wonder what a mirror image twin is. Should we look it up and learn something new? Let's do it. We're already here. Mirror image twins. It's a type of identical twinning. It can happen in any type of identical twins. When the split occurs late, more than a week after conception, the twins can develop reverse asymmetric features. This term is not really a type of twin, just a way to describe their physical features. So it's not a type of twin, it's just something that describes a identical twin where they develop like asymmetrical features. That's really interesting, actually. The national flag of Bolivia was formerly just a color green. Okay. The plastic tips of shoelaces are called penguins fly underwater. Rather, they swim so well underwater that it seems as if they're flying. Penguins can swim up to speeds of 25 miles per hour at sea. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these facts are not true, but there's more to them than just, saying something, I guess, which is why I will seek out the truth and look up things that I think are suspicious. Minnie, the mouse's first name is not Minnie, it's Minerva. No way. Minnie Mouse is a nickname that was given to the character by U.B. Iwerks and Walt Disney. Minnie's actual name is rarely used. That's another one where I'm like, is this true? That is such a fact though, that I don't think it would be a lie. Rudolph the reindeer is female. What? This can be observed through their antlers. Female deer shed their antlers in the spring and grow them back into full size by winter. The male reindeer stops its growth during the winter. Fun fact, my cat, when we first adopted him, his name was Rodolfito. That's the most Miami name ever. I changed it to Tommy because I like Tom and Jerry, and to be fair, he doesn't look anything like Tom, but the sentiment is there. A jiffy is a proper unit of time. It is exactly 1 out of 100th of a second. 1/100th of a second. This is slower than a plank, which is a sextillion times faster. Any mathematicians? I don't know. Maths for me are not mathing. April 11, 1954 was recorded as the most boring day in the world. Statistics show that no significant occurrences took place in the world. This was calculated by a computer search program. This program could calculate the number of important events that occur all over the world simultaneously. That sounds like cap, but okay. said, staying at home with a child seems like more than enough job for me, okay? Like, you don't have to work an actual job to be like a hardworking mother. But if you want to go for it, I mean, I know the fact was just a fact, nothing more to it, but it's just the way it was phrased. 75 burgers are sold at McDonald's every second. Yep, and I'm one of the ones that buys them. You can only view how many burgers have been sold in real time on the McDonald's website. But you can't do that. You can also track the number of other products that have also been sold from all over the world. 1,700 people become millionaires every day in the U.S. The United States has over 8 million families who have a yearly income of over 1 million. Before or after taxes. Can't hum while holding your nose. At the bottom it says, I bet you just tried it, didn't you? Well, no, but now I kinda want to. Alright. You are more likely to have a weird or scary dream when sleeping on your stomach. This is true. This is because different sleeping positions give you different pressure on your body. Sleeping on your stomach restricts other movements compared to sleeping on your side or back. Researchers believe this may be why the intensity of your dreams differentiate depending on your sleeping position. I used to sleep on my stomach all the time, and every time I would get sleep paralysis. I used to get sleep paralysis a lot when I was still in Miami. The first time it ever happened to me, I got so scared. I didn't sleep for like 2 days straight. I was so scared to go back to sleep. I was like, no, if I sleep, something bad's gonna happen. Your eyeballs do not grow or change their size as you age. Generally, the only vertical measure changes, but only by a small amount. By the time we reach 20 to 21 years old, our eyes will be at their permanent state. Good. Blue-eyed people have a higher alcohol tolerance. Research in 2000 found that those with lighter eye colors are less likely to abuse alcohol. The lesser consumption and developing a higher tolerance. What? What did you just say? Lesser consumption and developing a higher tolerance. How? Is that how that works? I thought the more you do something, the more tolerance you gain. Like, I don't eat spicy food. So you're telling me that because I don't eat spicy food, if I were to eat spicy food tomorrow, I would have a higher tolerance of eating spicy food? I thought the more you eat spicy food, the more used to it you'll get. What is this? This is cap. Now I'm starting to think that Minnie's name was not Minerva. I'm not gonna read that one. Oh, come on. Smelling green apples help with weight loss. 2 million copies of its catalog circulated annually. This surpasses the amount of printings the Christian Bible has. Crocodiles are one of the planet's oldest living creatures. Yeah, and they're pretty cool. These animals have survived for over 200 million years. This may be due to their superb ability to be able to go for long periods without eating. They also hiss. Well, that's not a fact. They don't technically hiss. They do whatever. I remember saying that one time, and someone said, well, they don't hiss, they do this. When I don't really know the word, but it sounds like hissing to me. The salty taste of bacon is natural. It's not natural. The salty flavor that we all love comes from the curing and brining process. After the meat is prepared, it is flavored and preserved. I don't eat that much bacon. I don't like it. I'm gonna take it off my things. There was a fifth member of the Beatles. Stuart Sutcliffe was the painter and bassist who was an original member before the band came into fame. He soon later died due to a brain hemorrhage. Oh no. Apple once a clothing line Want. They mainly consisted of graphic tees with cheesy designs on them. Ironically, they would have made a bigger hit today than in 1986. You think they'll bring it back? Who knows? Who knows? You cannot crack your knuckles. Try me. The sound it makes is due to the gases that are released when you put pressure on them. When joints are stretched, the pockets of gas between the joints are released. I had heard that one before, but what are you gonna say when you're gonna crack your knuckles? You just go blah blah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just releasing the gas from my joints. The bones of the human body can multiply in density. This occurs in very extreme cases. People who have discovered to have this rare gene mutation have cases of walking away from car accidents and other impact injuries without fractures. Wow. Your funny bone is a nerve. This funny bone connects the shoulder to the elbow and also has the ulnar nerve running along it. The nerve is responsible for sensing feelings in the ring and pinky fingers. What is a funny bone? I don't know what that is. A French pig. No, I'm gonna skip that one. Pineapples are named after pine cones. This is mainly due to the similarity of its spiky outer skin. Pine cones are also the product of the pine tree. Scotland has over 400 words to refer to snow. One of Scotland's 3 official languages have a great extent of expressive phrases for snow. A few among these words include snaw and flindrinking. Any Scottish people can confirm that. New Zealand was once auctioned on eBay. No. In 2006, an Australian man auctioned the country on the e-commerce platform with a starting bid of $1 or 1 cent. The bidding prices were raised to $3,000 before the officials of the website shut it down. What are people on the internet doing? Oh my god. That's crazy. The leeches were used to predict the weather. This was a common practice during the Victorian era. However, further research proved that this type of prediction method was not reliable. Let's see. Only owning one guinea pig is illegal in Switzerland. No. Guinea pigs are herd animals and therefore become severely depressed when alone. I've heard that. is in like